This podcast is powered by the pros at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPaschal.com.
Guys, just what'd you think of this? Kind of a workmanlike game. It seemed like it was 4 points. Eric called it. The Kyle kid had back-to-back dunks. Eric called a timeout. Then you guys had like a 10-0 run. What was that timeout like? What got you guys going there at the end of the first half?
More energy on the defensive end. That's what we're basically based on. Our team, we look at it as defense. If we get stops and things like that, we can make runs. And so he called timeout, chewed us out a little bit about playing defense a little harder. And you see we made that run, and everything else took care of itself.
Yeah, after that timeout, I'm pretty sure Jordan had like 2 steals, a block, a layup, and an assist or something like that. So Jordan's energy after that timeout kind of stopped the run and then gave us a run of our own. So that was big for us.
And you guys had a pretty good run to start. Second half kind of got some separation. I mean, this is a pretty decent program. You know, they're used to winning. Just what do you guys think about beating them like that as decisively as you did?
That's a really good program. Actually, they win games, like you said. We knew coming in they could shoot the ball really well. They also had dribble drivers and had a few bigs that could post up and draw a lot of fouls. And so, like I was saying, like defense was the big emphasis on this game, and I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a win over a team that's talented like that and wins like that, it's a pretty good win. So, I mean, yeah, we just took care of business, but a lot of respect for that team too.
Yeah. Someone else on lost
With TB tonight, another double-double for him. What did you guys make of his performance, and then maybe that dunk there at the end? What was your reaction to seeing that live?
I mean, TB, he's been playing really hard, focusing on getting a lot of rebounds. 'Cause I don't think he rebounded like that overseas, but he made that a focus of his. And then, I mean, the dunk was pretty crazy. Yeah, that's all I got to say. I was out of my seat on the court and everything.
Yeah, I was like AB. I was on the court. Coach must tell him to get off the court. You know what I mean? So now we see that all the time. He do it in practice, and so if he do it in practice, it's gonna show in the game, and that explains and shows who he really is, like, and his potential. Like he can really do things like that all the time. And so as the season continues to go on, he will continue to make plays like that.
He's a monster.
Plus 10 on the glass. And then even though the turnovers were even 20 apiece, y'all were plus 12 in the points off turnovers. Talk about those two parts of y'all's game that kind of maybe caused this big separation.
Well, part of our game plan was to run and get stops and run. So I think you said we were plus 12 in points off the turnovers. That was good for us. And that got us some easy buckets and kind of fueled some of our runs. But overall, we just got to take better care of the ball, make the simple pass, and we just got to be better.
Yeah, taking care of the ball is something that we're going to get better at. It happens some games, but no, other than that, I think as a team, as a collective group, we play really well, knowing that we're crashing the glass in the second half for sure, because I know it was pretty close in the first half. And then, like AB said, we had guys like Jordan Walsh and TB, another double-double. So guys like them, slashers that could crash the boards and get extra rebounds on the offense and the defensive end helped us out really a lot.
You guys have already mentioned Jordan. It seems like he was kind of at the heart of both of those runs you guys had late first half, early second half. Just knocked down a couple threes too. Really good defense. Just what impressed you guys maybe most about him tonight?
His energy helped us out. You know, not many guys can do what Jordan do. He can shoot the ball. He can slash. He can dribble drive off the closeout, off the 3-point line and things like that. So he put a lot of pressure on the defense. So I think Jordan just does a lot of things that a lot of people just can't teach.
Yeah, in those runs, his defense was crazy. Like, he was getting the ball, we were getting run-out layups, dunks. So, I mean, like Vo said, his energy was just – it's been at an all-time high, but today, during those 2 runs, it was special energy.
Is like if he stays out of foul trouble. You know, Eric has said that he can be over-aggressive sometimes defensively and lead to fouls, but what's his potential on that end?
I mean, Jordan is probably like, 6'7", 7 6'4" wingspan and can jump out the gym. So those 3 things can cause him to be a good defender. Like, he gambles a lot, but once he learns, like, how talented he is defensively, I think he's going to be, like, a really good defender. And he showed that in spurts today.
I think the last game out wasn't maybe your best shooting performance, but tonight you came out, hit a couple of mid-range jump shots early. Were you feeling a little bit better today? What was the key to the better shooting night for you?
Just keep shooting the ball. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan missed, so I know I'm going to miss. You know what I mean? So I'll just keep shooting, go in and go in. I work on it. So if it don't go in, shoot again. You know what I mean? So just continue to shoot the ball. I work on it, so I'm going to continue to trust in my work.
Able to knock down a couple threes in the last couple games. Have you ever been able to see like the defense change the way they play you whenever you're able to show you can knock down that shot?
Well, to be honest, I've never been guarded like this. So, I mean, we'll see when I keep making shots, if they start to change the defense up. But right now, I just gotta keep taking what they give me and just be myself and not try to force too much.
Anthony, you would add a really good poker hand. 5 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. You're filling it up. Well, what do you think of your all-around game, and just how would you say the season's gone? And then maybe after that, Devo, you could just say what have you thought about Anthony's season so far?
I think I've done a good job at doing what the team needs this year, but I feel like since Nick hasn't been playing, I should be a little more aggressive. But at the same time, I'm just taking what the defense gives me, and I'm trying to help rebound a lot and play defense. So, I mean, I'm rebounding pretty well for a guard and defending pretty well at most positions. So, I think I'm doing exceptional. Mid.
I think he's doing pretty well. You know what I mean? He's a freshman. You know what I mean? Coming in, learning new drills, new plays, new system at a higher level. You know what I mean? So it's going to be difficult, and sometimes for the freshmen, including Anthony, it's difficult for me sometimes. And so as a player that's been here, I think he's learned pretty well, learned pretty fast, and I think that's going to continue to happen, and his game going to, of course, continue to expand as the season goes on.
I got to stop turning the ball over, too. That's the last thing.
3 wins, 3 opponents under 60, one of those under 50. But also, when you look at that defense, this maybe was the one team you thought come in might shoot a little better. What's been the key through 3 games about how good y'all have been on the defensive end?
Take away the 3 ball. I mean, 3 is more than 2, and so if we take away the 3, we win by a pretty good margin. You know what I mean? And so I think that was something that we really looked into, was taking away the 3 from those guys, because that's a really good shooting team. You got 4 guys on the floor, and then you got one inside. You got 4 shooters out there, 1 in. We got to protect the 3-point line, but also help the bigs. So I mean, I think we did a pretty good job at doing what we was taught at practice.
And when you think about it, we're better inside than they are. So if we hold them to no threes, we're gonna probably outscore them inside the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. So there's not going to be a lot of teams better inside than us. So as long as we can defend the 3, we're pretty confident that we're going to win the battle inside the 2-point line. Mm-hmm. So just defend the 3.
You've got a couple questions on Hawaii. Yeah. Have either of you guys ever been to Hawaii, or just how excited are you to go out there?
No, I've never been.
I've never been. It's my first time. I'm excited. I get to see some white sand. The blue ocean, I've never seen it so I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I can leave tomorrow.
Louisville, they're 0-3. They've lost, I think, Bellarmine, or I'm not even sure how to say it. Yeah. Sorry. And then Wright State, and then Appalachian State. So Louisville's a big name. They're obviously struggling. I know you guys probably haven't watched film on or anything yet, but just what do you think about playing a big-name school that's clearly struggling to start the season under a new coach?
Well, a team like that's struggling, they're going to come out with a lot of fire. So we got to be ready for them to come out with their hardest, best punch they have. And, I mean, they have 3 one-point losses. And a lot of times, games like that could have gone either way. So, they're a couple buckets away from being 3-0 as well. So, I mean, we got to disregard the record and just respect our opponent and watch film and just come up with a good game plan.
Yeah, like AB said, just make sure we watch the film and making sure that we in practice are taking care of the X's and O's to make sure that we are able to guard those guys, because they're a totally different team from the teams we've been playing besides Texas. They're kind of on that side with Texas, where they're got a lot of guys that's long and athletic, can make plays for each other and themselves. And so I think, like AB said, we come out, forget the record, because they're a good team regardless. They wouldn't be in this tournament if they wouldn't be. And so just come out and just play hard, because we know they're going to come out and try to punch us in the mouth.
Trip, obviously you get outside the continental U.S., then going to Texas. How does that help you going to Maui? Because you've got, some experiences like that away from home. This isn't like your first road trip, even though technically it is on regular season.
Yeah, I forgot. Somebody asked me that earlier, and I told them it kind of helped me, knowing that I'm going pretty far from where I stay to play basketball. I think that's a blessing, and it's amazing, but also it's a business trip, and I think it will help me and the team for sure. I think the chemistry away from home is different from being home, and so I think that'll help us just knowing we got each other there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, what he said.
You guys are going to play 3 games in 3 days over there. Just what have you made of the depth of this team so far, especially on a night like tonight, where you're able to really get everybody involved and get some good run?
I mean, we got a lot of, like you said, we got a lot of depth on this team. We got a lot of dudes we trust to come in and give us good minutes. So in a tournament like that, we're all going to have to contribute. Even the dudes who don't get in the game are still going to have to contribute in a way. But, I mean, we got pretty good depth. I think we have some of the best in the country. So, I mean, yeah, that's really it on that. Good depth.
Regardless of how the bracket plays out, I mean, it's going to be 3 tougher games than what y'all have had so far. Do you feel like y'all are ready for that uptick in competition?
Yeah, I think we are. I think the loss to Texas helped us out, knowing that we can't come out and just think somebody's going to hand us the win, because it's not possible. It's not going to happen. It's possible, but it's not going to happen. But I think we just play our game, you know what I mean? Play hard on defense. Let offense just take care of itself, push the ball, play in transition, play fast like we do, and making sure we don't turn the ball over, everything else. Just take care of itself, and hopefully we come out with a win against Louisville, and whoever we play next will just be prepared.
Yeah, facts. I mean, it's a lot of good teams there, but we got to take it one game at a time and just try to win it at the end of the day.
Oh.
One more.
You guys both, in your prep careers and Devo, even in NCAA tournament, you guys have played on some pretty big stages, but Maui's kind of a different deal, with showcase event. How do you guys think everybody on the roster, is going to kind of handle that stage?
I think if we all stay connected, stay together, it won't be no different than playing at Bud. We all experienced it now, you know what I mean? Before they got here, we told them the fans are different from where he went to high school in Texas, you know what I mean? Like, it's more fans. They're crazier. We're like the pro team here. And so it's like knowing that we make sure that in practice we preparing for what we're upcoming for. And so I think us being ready as a team, as a collective group, we'll all come together and be prepared.
Yeah, I think we'll be good at playing that environment, because we got a lot of gamers and a lot of people who rise up to the challenge. So I think playing in an environment like that would probably elevate us, to be honest.
Football is back, and BetOnline remains your #1 source for all your football betting needs this season. You'll find the latest odds, matchup info, player news, and game trends. And as your continued source for all sports wagering info, BetOnline features live betting, free contests, live scores, and giveaways all season long. Always the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports and events like MLB, MMA, tennis, boxing, and even golf. Head to betonline.ag to join and receive your 100% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use the promo code BELIEVE to receive your rewards. That's BLEAV. Bet online, where the game starts.